So for both of you, in your role, perhaps Josh as a head of school, or as head of PEJE, and Diane as your role as a philanthropist, how can we figure out what the unique messages that our schools have to offer?
I am convinced that we as a community have to talk about the importance of day schools. I know each one of you are here because you represent a day school, and it's important that you keep your day schools going. But unless we get community buy-in, and that also means the Federation, so that it will rise to the top of the agenda as far as priorities goes, I don't think we will have done our job. That might mean that the day school development directors, institutional directors, institutional advancement directors, that they actually work together, making this a community enterprise. You can't just take the low-hanging fruit. That money may fade. So you've got to be out in the community, convincing the community, even if they don't send their kids to the day schools. It's okay, because your community is going to remain viable as long as you have a day school there. I am so convinced of that.
Building on what Diane just said, it's an essential piece of the recipe of Jewish vibrancy and Jewish survival. And even if you don't have a grandchild, and even if you'll never have a grandchild, and even if you'll never set foot in a day school, you need to have it on the playing field because it performs a very, very important role. And we have a very interesting data point, which is the study by Jack Wertheimer that came out last year, which really has been much quoted. But the long and short of it is leaders 22 to 40 of young and established Jewish organizations, 40% of them claim that they went to day school, and 90% of the 40% said that they went to a non-Orthodox day school. So you can't blame it on the home and say just because they came from traditional families. There's some correlation between people who are in day school and people who are going to take leadership roles. It's a very, very important kind of thing. And we need the leadership. We need the volunteer leadership and professional leadership.
So it behooves the community to act as a community to keep those day schools viable. And of course that's what PEJE is about at this point, was the affordability and sustainability of day schools.